Sir, my country is coming out of a long and violent period of social unrest, demonstration, clashes with the police, and now we are making a new constitution. Why did you choose to come to Chile?
You know, at the moment of stress and transformation, you need more stability, you need more peace, you need clarity in the mind. And I thought this is a good time to really bring the message of being centered and being clear rather than getting into an emotional outburst, rather than think calmly, collectively for the betterment of the whole society. It is necessary that we need to bring this campaign of peace.
You are in a world tour that begins in United Nations called I Stand for Peace. But now we are in a conflicted world. We have a big war in Europe with Ukraine, with Russia. Do you think it's possible to reach the peace in the world?
I'm always hopeful. I'm very optimistic. You know, we all have to collectively put that idea that we all stand for peace. You know, just feeling helpless and being in a state of despondency is not going to help anybody. Today we see in the society it's a lot of anguish, anxiety, uncertainty, fear of all sorts. So I think this campaign of mental health and inner peace is very timely. Don't you think so? Yeah.
I've been there. I think so. But in Chile, what is the course you're bringing to Chile? It is called Vegan by Rav, but I don't know anything more than that. Vegan by.
No, I would say in Chile we would do some ancient techniques which would help us to be more mindful, help us to be more aware, and to enjoy life every moment. And so I'm going to talk from the modern and the ancient perspective of science of consciousness. Yeah.
To tell you the name in Spanish is Discovering Infinity. And that's a very huge concept. What is infinity?
Right, that which cannot be measured. You know, you can't measure love, you can't measure peace, and you can't measure all that is beauty. So we can discover within us there is love, beauty, and peace, and a vastness that goes beyond all limited identities. So it's a wonderful, thrilling moment for people to experience. In those 2-3 sessions, people have found great transformation. We have had this program all over Europe, in India, and in US. So there was demand from South America to have this program, and this is the first time I'm having this program in the South America and in the Latin America, Central and South America, yes.
I'm going to make a confession. I take Art of Living course, and it was very good for me. I reached to control my anger, my wrath, but I soon stopped doing my practices. Why so many people abandon the practice? Why are we so lazy?
You know, when the trees are bearing fruit, we don't bother to water the root. When the tree starts drying up, that reminds us, oh, we have to water the root. So it is quite natural when, you sometimes tend to forget that something you need to do, which is very important to keep the tree alive. So people drop out for some time, but they always come back because they know how much beneficial it is.
You know, my country has the worst mental health in the world for children under 6 years old. And for adults, it's not good at all. Stress may be the first and principal cause of it. Is stress the mind going forward and back constantly? And how can we avoid that?
You know, we need to learn how to manage our emotions. This is not taught in the school nor at home. We have never learned anything about mind, about our breath. This is what Art of Living does, teaches you about your own mind, your own emotions, your breath, so that it empowers an individual to keep a sane and healthy mindset.
I'm 54 years old. People of my age can learn to control their emotions?
Oh, yeah. Anybody. Any age is no barrier at all. Yeah.
What can we expect to have here in Chile? You have many courses, you have many meetings, you have a lot of activities here. What do you expect from Chile?
I just want people to be happy, to be prosperous, to be progressive. You know, peace, progress, and prosperity is all that I expect, nothing more.
I made a course called Happiness. I would like to know what you think happiness is.
You know, happiness course is necessary. It is to make us aware how we can improve our own life. Happiness course teaches us many small techniques, some definitely based on breath, other techniques as well, which help you to manage your own life. You know, it helps in many ways, many ways, to manage the stress that you accumulate in your day-to-day life. It helps you to improve your communication with people. It also helps you to find your own intuitive ability. Yeah.
I got a question here. Just right is I have heard that if 1% of the population meditates, it raises the collective consciousness. How is this? Do you think that is possible? 1%?
No, this is what the scientists say. You know, they say about anthropologists say, if you teach 1% of the monkeys some trick, other monkeys learn very all by itself. There is some monkey effect also, they call it. So scientists come up with this idea, and I agree with them. I say what they're saying is quite valid, because you know, our consciousness, the collective consciousness has an impact on individual consciousness. Yes.
Do you have any message for us, for the Chilean people?
Yes, Chilean people are very resilient. You have the Andes there, and you have beautiful nature. People are so beautiful, and I wish they all work together for betterment of the society. They all can elevate the you know, the poverty that is there in society, work socially together to release the stress and tension which is prevalent in the society, and be more progressive. And Chilean people are very, very resilient, and I would like to say I love them all, te amo, and I would like them to, you know, do some meditation, breathing exercise, and make Chile one of the happiest countries on the planet.
Do you think meditating and practicing, making the practices of the art of living would be a good strategy for countries in war? I mean, I think or I want to ask you that because I've been in a lot of countries in war, and they have a sort of altered consciousness.
No, see, these courses help people to be strong, emotionally clear, mentally, and sharp intellectually, and physically they become fit and healthy. What more you want? You know, business people do need intuitive ability, and the course provides all that is needed to live a healthy and happy life. And this is, of course, everyone wants to be healthy and happy. Yeah. That's why we call our programs happiness workshops, because it provides happiness to people. Yeah.
Do you think people can learn to know themselves, even if if they have lived with a wrong picture of themselves for decades?
You know, hatred can always be turned into compassion. If they hate themselves, that is very wrong. It is lack of education about themselves that make them hate themselves. Yeah. So we deal with this program all the time. We deal with these issues all the time. See, we are teaching programs in the prisons. We are teaching in the inner city, gang members, the violent people with violent tendencies. Also, we are teaching. You know, there is huge transformation everywhere. Yeah.
And that transformation will last longer,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
or be just like me, who have success, who succeed and then leave.
No, see, uh, it's not something that one is forced to do every day, not necessary, you know. Once you know it, even now, say, suppose, whenever you get stressed, something reminds you, hey, come on, I had to do some breathing and relax, meditate, and you get back to it. See?
I see. And how do you spread your wisdom? I think, and it's very difficult to express how do I feel that, but you are very wise. How do you spread that for other people?
You know, I don't have to make an effort to spread. It's just like a flower which is really fragrant spreads its fragrance all around. It doesn't make an effort to spread the fragrance. So, by virtue of the effectiveness of the course, people take it, it catches up everywhere. Anyone who does it, they know the benefits. So they tell their friends, they tell everybody else, you know.
But in a world of disbelief, a world of sadness, and a world of even selfish, uh, which are the obstacles for your message?
No, you know, there are people with prejudice, and so they take longer time to get over their prejudice. Yeah. But anyway, people have to come. One day, people have to learn how to handle their mind. One day, people have to learn how to be happy. And, you know, like breathing and meditation, these are the way to do it. They will anyway come.
And many people uh, stand on the prejudice and say that this is a sect, and they are Catholics or evangelists or Muslims, and they say this is not a proper way of living. We have a God that gives us.
You know, that type of prejudice existed in the past, and even today, somewhere people think about it, and it is up to them to have their own opinion. They are free to have their opinion. You know, there are people think electricity is no good and it is We should not have electricity. Even in places like America, there is a village where people are averse to electricity. There are people who have all those prejudice and old-fashioned ideas, or sometimes people are not aware of it. So ignorance of anything that is new can make them into a small shell. Now, I would like to tell them this does not conflict with anybody's religion. You can be a Catholic, you can be a Muslim, you can be a Pentecostal, you can be a Buddhist, doesn't matter. This is a science that helps you to know yourself, manage your emotions, helps you to get rid of negativity, help you to get rid of stress, and make you more friendly and happy and loving. All religions talk about love. And when you are stressed, when you are hateful, when you are angry, how can you be following your religion? It's impossible. And just listening to sermons doesn't help all the way. You need techniques, you need practical tools to get there. And that is where Art of Living comes. In Art of Living, people from all religions they practice all over the world. So they simply have to get to know about it. That's all.
Is this hate and rest, not trusting anyone, the same armors that we, the common people, use in our everyday life?
I don't generalize like that. I don't see that everybody is hateful, everybody is not trusting. We trust people. I mean, that's very natural thing. If you don't trust, you can't move an inch in your life, right? But the fear of the other is due to ignorance, lack of understanding. When you wake up and see, you see the tutto mundo, una family, familia.
Is that the fear of other people, the worst problem in the world today?
The fear is because of lack of exposure, lack of understanding. They don't know themselves, they don't know the world, they live in a small well. So you have fears, you see. But when you wake up and see there is so much love and togetherness in the world is progressing so much, and then you'll get over those things. And I would tell them, you see, even if you have fear about any sort, learning about your own breath will help you to get over your fears. And that is where Art of Living helps people to get over their prejudice, get over their fear and anxiety, nervousness, tensions, hatred, and all these negative qualities.
Um, I'm just coming to the end, but how long are you going to stay here in Chile? How long are you going to stay with us?
I think in Chile, 3 days I'll be there, yes.
3 days. Well, will be an honor.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Muchas
It's an honor.
gracias.
Thank you very much.